Hey, I just thought I would come out here and stream a little bit, keep keep some shows going, and I'm working mostly on TikTok right now. I'm doing a big push to try to get my subscriber base there. I think I'm at about 1,500 subscribers, and I'd like to push that up to upwards of 10,000, so I can bring the TikTok franchise thing onto this. So then I'd be able to stream in one place and go to all of them, including TikTok, Rumble, uh, eventually LinkedIn. I got LinkedIn back online. Um, I don't know if I can stream to it, but I can at least make posts there, which is good because there I have like 5,000 business connections. So that's impressive. A lot of them are early people in cryptocurrency. So it's an influential group of people I've connected with there. I've even got a connection, I think, with one of the directors of the Federal Reserve in one of the branch Federal Reserve things. Anyway, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I used to make some bold communications on there about the Bakersfield matter, talking about how all of Kern County was in default, in dishonor to me about the nature of there's been no remedy, no attempt to make remedy for what they did to me, uh, and uh, and of course the number of things that happened are escalating. Sorry about the extreme close up. This is just kind of weird with this app. It's the way the phone works and the app works, and it's trying to change the aspect ratio. Maybe I could change that and stream in a vertical format, and that would help. But that's really it. You know, Visit forgivenesscapital.com. This show is a production of Forgiveness Capital, where we believe every human being has infinite worth. And I've proved it with my own life that the Bakersfield cops basically I have stolen $2.5 quintillion from me, and I want to forgive them for it so I can distribute the value of the forgiveness to all the people of Earth. And that would be like $20 million each, something in that neighborhood. And so we'd have a strategy of working together. We'd kind of turn the typical strategy sideways. We would maintain the asset price as a fixed value, declaratory value, and then while we would have this super huge market cap, we would only have a tiny fraction of market liquidity. So, in other words, you might only be able to trade like 25 cents of it uh, in the beginning in a transaction, and then we move that up um, as time goes on, try to get into the dollar ranges and $10, and you know, kind of like how Bitcoin worked its way up in price, we would work our way up in terms of the percentages of of a transaction. So a purchase of a car would be $50,000 in value, and you would pay, um, you know, uh, 99% of that would be with regular dollars, and then 1% might be used with this forgiveness currency, and that has powerful implications in terms of leverage and in terms of something called ray, reification, and you can think of it as a sort of backwards fractional reserve lending. principal, but it's not lending. It's forgiveness. So fantastic. Oh, we've got some people watching. I don't want to hang up on you. Let me check and see where you guys are. One is on Rumble, one's on YouTube, and we could have more on Twitter. Here's the chat area. Nothing to respond to. Does anybody need help with some healing? I've got some tuning forks, and I could bang them for you, and this has an effect on people. I'll wait here for about a minute. ForgivenessCapital.com deals with the realms of health, economics. We're sort of a church, if you will. You know, if a church is something that talks about values, well, we definitely are talking about values, and we're talking about forgiveness and how to reconstruct the human interactions in terms of conflicts. We also have deed controversy research, which is a place where you can list properties that were stolen from your families by the courts, perhaps in foreclosure actions. Like, if you're brave enough to stand up and say that that property was wrongfully taken, then I'm going to stand up with you and list it on deed controversy research. Also, there's digital communications research, and that is my consulting firm, and I do IT consulting. So if you need some help with AI or email servers or file servers, or want to talk about web services, I'm your guy. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Let's see, what else do we do up there? Evidencebuilder.com is one of our holdings at Forgiveness Capital. Evidence Builder seeks to democratize and create a business whose purpose it is to keep records of correspondence. And eventually, I'd like to make copies of websites for you. So if you need to prove and process a service or something, or a court that something was emailed from you to somebody else, you can send a carbon copy to cc@evidencebuilder.com, and we'll keep a record of it for you. And then if we need to prove it and put out an affidavit, well, we can negotiate that. Oh, what else are we doing at forgivenesscapital.com? We've got Remedy Coin. If you've got a matter where the cops or somebody have harmed you, and you need to hold them accountable, we can do it. But our method is not to make them pay. It's not to make them get punished. Rather, it is to certify what they did, and to reify the value of your forgiveness as if it were a financial asset, just as valid as any stock on the stock market. Even better, because there's no Securities and Exchange Commission regulation over assets that are based on that are derived as a result of an arbitration settlement. So then we can become also investors in a marketplace where these assets are available, and we might even become a new centralized, not centralized, We might become a decentralized exchange for all products, all cryptocurrencies, where they are always trading against forgiveness assets. So therefore, those transactions are not regulated. So we don't have to do KYC or AML. Nobody really has to do that anyway. That's just a bunch of bullshit. Those regulators can't prove shit in terms of what their how they have their laws have any basis in reality. And I guess with that, I can tell you that if you know somebody who's a cryptocurrency developer who's getting pinched by the feds or something like that, let them know I'm out here. With a simple agreement, I can become a frontline defense person for them. And there's a 50% chance that I can nip those federal actions in the bud before you start mounting huge attorney costs. You probably have to do huge attorney costs anyway, but if you can use some of the principles I've got, use my skills, my bravado, my shield, and it doesn't blow back on you at all. We've got circuit breakers. It's like a diode, a one way force vectors that don't come back on you. And that's all part of the brilliance of one of our other holdings, which is forgivenesspubliclicense.org, where we've outlined a new system of like a memorandum of agreement as to how we all work together in a trust. If Bitcoin were considered a trust, then everyone who holds Bitcoin is a part of that trust. And we all give each other the right, we all give each other the license to intervene when any one of us is being attacked, to intervene into cases when the government comes against any one of us. So there's that. What else? I encourage you to look at North American Historical Law Society and take a look at some of the work that Alan David is doing at nahls.net. We also have his website hasn't been updated in a long time, but we're closely affiliated, and he would tell you to look at a stock called IonQ, IONQ. It's a quantum computing stock that's supposed to be going ballistic. I think it's at a good price, maybe $8 or so, last I checked. What else? Well, let's see if there's any comments. Nope, I don't see anybody asking for any specific healing work. But also at forgivenesscapital.com, there's the health page. So you can go to there and you can listen to the 111 hertz chime, which helps with pain, helps to stimulate beta endorphins. So you get kind of an opioid effect just from your own body creates it. So that helps with pain. It helps with breaking away from addictions. It's a really low tone, so it's good if you listen with some strong speakers that have bass in them. What else is there? Do, 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 do. Yeah, there's two levels on TikTok. I've got the regular subscribers, and then I've got the paid subscribers section. So if you'd like to become part of the, the Great Paid Fan Club, um, that's $2.95 a month. Quite a bargain, I guess. And yeah, well, I'm 56. I'm 58 years old now. Huh. So I've collected a lot of information along the way, and I'm kind of keeping up on stuff with AI, trying to anyway. I need to get a newer laptop. You know, this old equipment is kind of holding me back. I was thinking about going to the bank, asking for an education loan so I can buy laptops and pay for rent for a year and get a car. Oh, I've got to collect my money, man. Oh, well, thanks everybody, and we'll see you around. Keep your head on and keep smiling. Bye.